What is up, everyone? I might go change the lighting. I'm like here right now. Okay, that's better. Yeah, we'll wait for people to join. I'll just do this for like probably an hour, then go eat, and then I'll do it again later on my other channel. But yeah, I haven't done this in a few days, so just wanted to come hang out with you guys, just have fun, talk, you know. What's up, Ashley? Anything you want me to talk about? Any questions? Um, yeah, I'm curious to know. You never ask any questions in these, so now's your chance. No one else is here. If you're still here, you shouldn't. You should look back there. Oh yeah, that looks so much better. Maybe too bright. Perfect. All right. Um. Yeah, today's been interesting. I just listen. I don't ask questions. If only that was true. That's the dream. Yeah, it's weird how it's like been shitty all week and now it's like a really nice day out. It's cool. I might go on a walk at some point today. Where are you from? I'm from Jersey. Wow, what do you mean, wow? It's a joke. Cool. Where are you from? From Syria? Oh, that's cool. I didn't know people from Syria watched me. You like it there? It's all heart. Hi. How's it going? Anyone got any questions? Want to talk about anything? I can just go on a rant, but I'll leave it open. It's not fun for me to go on a rant. It's just like it's what I do when I like turn on camera and film a video. How's life? Life's pretty good. Can't complain. Everything's falling into place. What do you do for work? I don't work. I'm a student. I feel like everyone asks me that and they're just like disappointed with the answer. What do you study? I study law, so um, yeah, it's too much to work and study that at the same time. I mean, I guess I could, but it's just it's better in terms of like you have to get a certain GPA, you won't get hired by a firm. You have to study for the bar as well, and it's like all the other stuff that goes into it. So, um, don't want to put too much on my plate. I learned the hard way from like doing that to myself in the past that like maybe you can handle it, but like, are you going to be able to meet all your responsibilities to the level that you really want to? And that's the thing. It's like probably not. Ooh, my dad's a lawyer. That's cool. That's cool. What kind of law? Yeah, the one thing I learned in like the past like year or two is like just because you can handle the extra responsibilities, it's like should you? Like, does it mean that you're going to really be able to deal with them and deal with them effectively? Like, I'm currently studying for a bachelor's degree in my country. What are you studying? Civil law? Okay, like that's literally so there's two types of law. There's civil and criminal, and civil is like really still. Is it like personal injury? Is it like um contracts, like stuff like that? Like there's a lot of different avenues that it could be. Or is it just easy general practice? Because you could also do that too. Studying is really tiring. I mean, it really depends what you're studying because, like, I feel like studying for school is the worst thing ever. Like, it's just so boring because you have to study a set curriculum. But, like, if you can find something that you actually like and study that, like, that's the most fun thing you can do. You're really nonchalant. Do you know what skibbity means? I don't think anybody knows what skibbity means, but wherever you go. Yeah, no, I don't. Is there a definition for skibbity? I'm not looking it up, but I thought this is what like 8-year-old kids say when they have like nothing else to say. Skibbity toilet. Wow, that's it's a brain rot word. What's this whole thing about like brain rot? Like, is that just like what like the memes of like what 8-year-olds say? I'm not on the internet like that. It's weird. I don't. My brother says that he's 5, dude. Thank God I didn't grow up in the generation that wasn't just like WL, skibbity toilet, Riz. Like I can't imagine. That's just like I would hate being in class and just hearing that shit. Scoobity Twilight, it's an old trend. Oh my God, are you Rizzy? I hope so. It's like the Costco guys with that one little kid who goes. That shit always cracks me up. That's like the one like brain rot stuff that like I actually like enjoy. Like how could you not? It's just like a chubby little kid that like is just having fun. Do you have friends? I mean, I hope so. Rizzlers to go to brain. No, I'm trying to think who's like Mr. Beast. If you watch Mr. Beast videos, I think you don't have a brain. Like I don't know how he gets so many views, but it's just like it's like the most like inauthentic, like trendy stuff. Like that's just like I don't get that kind of people that watch that stuff. That's like the people that watch like daytime TV. Do I have friends? I mean, I have friends. I don't know if like what kind of questions. I think everyone has friends. Like if you don't have friends, then I don't know. I bet you even Charles Manson has friends in prison. Like it's like a dumb question. Are Mr. Beast videos real? I mean, what do you mean real? Like it's entertainment, so to a certain extent it's played up, but like, is reality TV real? Do you consider that real? Like, that's, I mean, like, it's scripted, but it's sort of real. Like, is football real? Is basketball real? Is UFC, like, it's all entertainment. Like, to a certain extent you can manipulate what's going to happen. I think it's overrated. What's overrated, Mr. Beast? I'm gonna subscribe. You're a good person. Keep it up. What you're doing. Don't give up, even if it feels hopeless. Have a great day. Well, I don't feel hopeless, but should I? Is that what you're telling me? No, thank you so much. Thanks for joining. I'm just messing. I'm not saying that. We're not turning this chat into just pure brain rot. Is living in the United States easy? I mean, it depends what context. Like, there's very good social net compared to some other countries, but it does come with its challenges because like the dollar doesn't stretch very far here. So like, if I were to make 100 grand and go to another country, it would, like, I'd be like rolling like a millionaire. But I have 100 grand here, like I can barely make ends meet if I have a house and a car and a family. So it's like it's a give and take. There are many job opportunities there. Yeah, there's a lot of jobs, but it's like the jobs are high paying in comparison with the rest of the world. But like the standard of living here is so high. Like, like you can get like a shitbox apartment in New York City for like 3 grand a month, and it's like the size of this room. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's how far does the dollar stretch it? And it's like, depending on where you are in the country, depending on how much you're making, like it could be easy, it could be hard, and it's like, I think it's all relying on the other circumstances and like what you're doing. So yeah. Are you just a bit sad you don't have a cat? I mean, my hamstrings and glutes are like huge compared to the rest of my legs, so do with that what you will. I'm not saying anything, but yeah. When I do legs, the girls stare at me. It's annoying. They're all jealous. You come to my country to be a millionaire, currency exchange is crazy. Yeah, no, I mean, it's good and bad. It's good that there's like a lot of opportunities here, and like it's good that there's like a social net and all that stuff. But it also is like, you have to work. You have to have like a really really good job to be able to like not have to worry about money here. And it's like, how much are we sacrificing of our lives to just be able to keep our heads above water? And it's like, you know what I mean? Each dollar equals 15,000 Syrian pounds. Is that like a lot? Like, what can you do with that? Because I'm always interested in stuff like that. Like, can you get like food with that? Can you like stay at a hotel? Can you like how much would $1 do over there? Because I know in Thailand it's crazy. Like, you go to Thailand and it's like a few dollars for like a big ass meal, and you can basically stay for not that much. What's your opinion on how America handles mental health? I think it's a travesty, and I think it's a joke, and it's very very frustrating that people over here focus on the external instead of the internal. Because like, I mean, we can go back to Hermeticism, which is, ancient wisdom for 4 or 5 thousand years ago, and it's like, as above so below, as within so without. And it's like, if you're good in the inside, you're gonna be good on the outside. It's just, are your house rents too high? Yeah, I mean, like, it's again, it's good and bad. Like the housing market here is like very much inflated because the benefits associated with owning real estate. Like, I mean, real estate was like the first investment ever, and it's always going to be a good way to hold and grow money. So um, you have massive firms here that are just buying up houses and raising prices, and it's good and bad because a lot of the money that is tied up in these firms are in people's pensions, people's 401ks, retirement accounts. So it's like, what can you really do? You can't really do anything about housing prices. Like, it just is what it is. Like we can say we're gonna cut rates, we're gonna do this, but it's like, is it gonna do anything? Because then our retirement accounts are gonna tank. So I have a similar perspective that I want to become a psychologist eventually in hopes of at least making some difference in how we handle mental health. I don't think going through psychology is going to do that though. That's the thing. Like, I don't think becoming part of the system is going to change the system. I think you have to exist outside of it and inspire people to go out on their own and learn for themselves and really do the work on themselves. Because it's like, I could have gone to a therapist or I could have read Carl Jung. And like, now that I've read Carl Jung, I know how he would deal with his issues. I know how he would go about solving his issues with his clients and with himself. And it's like, isn't that skill more valuable to have than me sit there and have a therapist talk me through these things? You know what I mean? It's like, we should take it on ourselves to really change our own lives. And if you look at philosophy, philosophy is literally just applying rationality to your life to make it better, to make it easier, to view it from a different perspective. Because if you could see it in a different lens, in a different view, you could always see like, oh wait, someone has it worse, somebody has it better, but like, I can look to that person that has it better than me and use it as inspiration, and the person that has it worse for me for gratitude. So what do you think of Muslims? I want to know what others think of us. I mean, I like all religions. Like, religion is a good thing, but the problem I have with religion is the organizations get away from the true message. The organizations get away from the true message, which is just like, people have to do good for themselves and go for their community, and then it gets political, and then, you know, money gets involved, and it inherently gets corrupted. So like, I don't like any institution that tells people what to do, that really forces people down a certain path. Because like, if we're going to talk about God, we have to talk about what God is. God is everything. God is the essence of the entire world. And it's like, we assign human emotions to it. We assign rage or vengeance or this or that. Like, there's no such thing. Like, it's just everything. It just exists. And it's really weird to me how we're told if we do certain things, bad things will happen. And it's like, you have to determine that for yourself. It's a personal journey. And anyone telling you what to think is not telling you the authentic thing. You have to think for yourself and come to these conclusions for yourself. Like, I can guide you, that leader can guide you, but ultimately it's on yourself to decide what you're going to do with your life and what brings you purpose and how you can bring purpose to the rest of the world. So that's really my opinion on religion, and it's not a popular one because Lord knows if I went like full-blown Christian, if I went like, this is a Christian channel, we talk about Christian mysticism, I could get millions and millions and millions of views. But it's like, no, I want to pick and choose what I believe. I want to pick and choose the messages that I support and the beliefs that I have. And like, if you're a Christian, if you're a Muslim, if you're a Buddhist, if you're Jewish, like, I don't care what you are if you just are a good person. Like, genuinely, like, I want you to figure out what works for you, and I want to figure out what works for me, and hopefully we can come to some sort of agreement and, you know, respect each other as individuals. That's really what it is. But we get all wrapped up in like, this is my side, this is your side, my side's better. It's just like, I don't know. You see these like Christian versus Muslim debates, or Muslim versus Jewish debates, and it's like, it's weird how many views these things get. And it's like, these people are citing scripture, but they're both citing each other's scripture. Like, that's like literally like, you know, you have a Bible thumper versus a guy citing science. It's like, you only respect their argument however much you assign value to their institution. And it's like, it's not gonna get anywhere. And the time could be much better spent like bringing the world together instead of breaking it apart. It's really just, I don't know. I think it's counterproductive, but these are all like fun questions. I like talking about stuff like this. Like, if there's an easy answer to the question, then it's not really a fun question. If there's like some interpretation and some disagreement, I think those are always the most interesting questions to talk about. This chair is so fucking uncomfortable. I will talk about religion. Yeah, no, and see, like, that's a message we can all get on board with. Yeah, yeah. I think it's much more important to be a good person than what what banner you fly, what what necklace you wear on your neck, or what God you pray to. It's like, I mean, there's Christians out there that are doing horrendous things that I don't support, and it's like, why am I going to side with them versus somebody that's just minding their own business? That's really my thing. That's really my um, belief. And it's like, thank you for listening. I will subscribe to your channel. No, thanks for being here. Like, these are interesting points. Like, I mean, obviously, like, we might differ in the approach, but we're the same in the outcome. Like, we both want the best for everybody in the world. Like, we don't want any bad stuff happening to anybody. It's like, if you find enlightenment through your path, if I find it through my path, it's all good. It's all good. I I am particularly interested in like Sufism. I don't know how much you know about that. That's something I'm gonna start studying at some point. Cause I've read have you read The Prophet or The Alchemist or the Book of Mir Dad? A lot of those were inspired by Sufism, so I need to look more into that ideology and see what it's about because it's really really interesting. And at the very least, I know there's a lot of really good Sufi poets, so at least I can get some insight from them. Today I was planning on reading some of this. Dude, I cannot wait to read this book. It's I was in class the other day and I was reading Self Reliance. Holy shit, it's so good. I'm not one to like read essays or read poetry or read certain like select things. Like I like overall books and like a complete philosophy and something that I can go from start to end. But like I'm literally gonna pick up Self Reliance today and just go all the way through it and just be inspired. I can already tell. It's gonna be cool. Good luck with your studies. You too. You too. It sounds like you got a good head on your shoulders, and um, yeah, just try to be righteous. Just try to spread goodness. And I think too many people get too mixed up in like what ideology they support, what ideology they follow, where their inspiration comes from, and they don't they don't really try to be a good person. Like the biggest issue, I don't even know if this is an issue, but I think people get it wrong, is like all of Christianity is venerating Jesus instead of trying to be like Jesus. Like learn to turn the other cheek, learn to be a good person, learn to be good when everyone else is being bad, be righteous when everyone else is being degenerate. And it's like even if you're not a Christian, like you can still do that and you can still live a good life. Like it's weird to me how we have to follow the doctrines of a book, but we can't follow the example of the man that the book is based on. So no. But again, it's also like the institution doesn't want you to do that because the institution wants you to rely on them for your source of God, for your source of inspiration, and that's inherently where every institution becomes kind of corrupt because it's like with anything, like any leader, any religious leader, anyone that is inspiring you, like it's good that they're inspiring you, but if it's to the point where they're like, you have to listen to me, you can't disagree with me, you can't be anything against me, like that's not a leader. That's someone that is, taking advantage of you. Like a good leader leads you to yourself. A good leader makes you discover things about yourself and makes you think and teaches you how to think, not what to think. And I mean, you look at any great movement throughout history, that's what it's always been. Look at Socrates, look at early Christianity, look at all of these things, and it's like we've gotten so far away from the true essence of what it means to be an individual that like we need to start finding these things. We need to start thinking for ourselves and finding out what like makes us happy, what brings us fulfillment, what you know will give us the sense of purpose and the sense of meaning in life. Because Lord knows there's so many people in this world that don't have either of those things. Oops. My religion, our Jesus is a prophet of God who was born without a father. Yeah, no, it's awesome to see that people can get beyond the like religious differences and get over like what makes each other different, and we can see the similarities. Like that's how the world heals. That's how the world gets better. Like it's not from becoming bipartisan and saying this person's different, so I have to hate them. It's like this person is different, so why don't I understand why they are different? And maybe I don't agree with them, but I can understand their perspective and I can learn from their perspective. Because I mean, the truth is, everyone has something to teach you. Maybe it's not a positive thing. Maybe it's like this person's so vindictive and they'd be successful if they weren't so aggressive and so angry in the world as well as me. Like if they changed that perspective, maybe they would be a success. But like each and every person has something they can teach you. There's some insight that you can learn from them. And it's like when we look for these things instead of, separating ourselves, that's where we really grow. Religion teaches us how to become better people, and you will find this in most religions. Yeah, yeah, and then religion is good when it's a real source of guidance when you're first starting out, but I think at a certain point you have to go out for yourself and either study more about your religion or study more about the world and then come back to it and you understand it at a much deeper level. Because I mean, at least for me, there's the historical interpretations of the Bible, and then there's the allegorical, the philosophical, the symbolic interpretations, which I find much more interesting. Like right now, I'm studying the interpretations in terms of like the Christ consciousness, the subconscious, and how basically the Bible is coded in terms of like you can use your mind in terms of creating a reality, shaping your world, and your imagination really is the creation force, the God essence of the world. And it's very inspiring, it's very interesting, and I wish I learned these things when I was younger, because at the very least it improves my confidence, allows me to face things in a different light, and it inspires me in new ways that I've never thought were imaginable. And it's like I can't wait to continue down this path. I can't wait to continue learning these things. Study Christianity. I have so many questions that I cannot find answers. What are the questions? Maybe I can answer them. Maybe I can't, but there's a good chance I can. Because I've studied like the metaphysical, esoteric side of Christianity. I'm not so good at the historical. I'm not so good in terms of the, oh, this happened, this, oh, this is this. Like I'm not. I can answer like on a grand scale though. Why do Christians have multiple books of the Bible? I mean, it has to do with the political answer. It's like I think it's the Council of Trent. When the religion was getting formalized, when it was getting institutionalized, there had to be certain consistent beliefs. And I'm not saying necessarily it's wrong, but there's certain. Well, I've actually read that it's been rewritten and there's different versions, so it depends what you are looking at. But it's all the same message. There's not certain things in the Bible that aren't like there's no new messaging. It's all, do you choose to accept this as part of the Bible or do you not? It's like the essence is all the same. So I mean, it's really up to what you believe, and like think of it like it doesn't really matter what's in the Bible or what's not in the Bible. It's really what you choose to believe, what you choose to interpret, because the Bible, it's a few thousand pages. How many millions and billions of pages have been written interpreting the Bible? It's like you could take the source material and you can pick it apart and you can say, I don't believe this part, I don't believe this part, but like it's more so the messages we take away, the ideas we take away, the ways we apply it into our life to become a better person and rely on certain principles and rely on certain texts, because you can find things in every holy book that contradict each other, but it's just, are you going to take it at face value, or are you going to take it and interpret it and improve your own life? It's really that, like, because when you get to the nitty gritty of any holy book, you can pick holes in all of them. You can say this isn't true, this is that. Like, you can attack the messenger. You can say the origins of these things don't make sense, but it's like I don't see a point in doing that. I just see a point in appreciating the text. Do you have any questions about Islam as well? Yeah, can you tell me about Sufism? I want to learn more about that. That's something I'm really interested in. Because I always like I like the esoteric. I like the I don't know if occult is the right word. Just like the hidden, the deeper meaning, the allegory, the symbolism. One of the interesting things about the Bible too is, so the Old Testament, when it was written in Hebrew, it had gematria, which is just it's just letters are assigned certain values in the Hebrew language, and basically when it was translated from Hebrew to Latin, it messed up a lot of the meanings. So like a lot of the interpretations from the Bible are actually not accurate. Like in Hebrew, Elohim is plural. It's not masculine or feminine, and it captures that God is not a male or female, and it's the essence of the entire world. And it's like, it's weird how people think of an image of God as like a man, and it's like that's not what it is. Like it says in Genesis, God made Adam and Eve in his image, meaning that he's both. And that's when you see the Star of David. It's the two, the Freemasons, that like you see it everywhere. Can you write the questions? I can't. I don't think I can type in chat. Can I? Yeah, no, I can't. At least from this, I can't. I can do it in if I had it horizontal, I could, but I can't in this format. Yo, what's good? What's good, Envy? I don't know if you just joined, but we're talking about religion. I love talking about religion. It's so fun. But not like this scripture said this. I like talking about like the cool stuff. Well, no, I can't change it now. If I do another stream, I can type it out, but I can't do it in this. I'm not gonna end the stream just to type. ask me any question, I'll answer. I don't really have any like specific questions right now. Got any other questions for me? Like I don't know enough to ask questions. We can write a question piece. I don't have any paper near me. My like understanding is like very limited because none of the I focus a lot on like ancient Greek philosophy, which doesn't really have much bleed over into the Middle East, so I don't really focus on any of that. But maybe I should start. I don't know. There's just so much shit to read, and I'm interested in like I don't know. It's 19th 20th century philosophy is what I'm studying right now. I did like a deep dive into like Greek and Roman philosophy, and Cicero, Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, even some Socrates and Plato. But like I'm kind of bored with that stuff. It seems to all like blend together. Right now I'm learning about what book am I reading? It's over there. The Myth of Sisyphus. I just started reading this book today. Pretty interesting so far. I haven't read enough of it to have a take on it, but it seems pretty intricate. Like I love books where you read and you're like, what way does he mean this? Does he mean it in the material or the philosophical or the symbolic? It's pretty interesting. But yeah. Want to talk about anything else? Only 39 minutes into this. I'll do like another like 20, 30 of this. I'm starting to get hungry, so. What time do you have? Because my time is 11 p.m. It's 3:40 here. 3:40 p.m., not 9 a.m. Well, bye. It's nice talking to you. Yeah, thanks for joining. Thanks for asking questions. Hopefully next time I see you, I have some questions to ask you. But yeah, it was a fun time. Yeah, hope to see you again. Wish you a nice day. Yeah, have a good night, I guess, because it's what 11 near you. Um, yeah, thanks for joining. I'll end this in a few minutes if nobody wants to ask anything. These are kind of just like, the way I want to do these is, I guess sometimes I'll have topics to talk about or things to do, but I'll just leave these open because I can either just rant, and it doesn't get any push after I do it, or I can just save it and rant on camera and then post it as a video and get more views. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Like, these are gonna be, maybe I have something I talk about in between people talking, but I'll save the rants and the other stuff that isn't like interactive for just videos, because I think that's much better. At least in terms of growth. Maybe you guys appreciate them more, but for the time being, that's what we're gonna do. You look like a serial killer, bro. That's just my face. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Thank you, I guess. Is that a bad thing or a good thing? It's weird how like people are just like obsessed with serial killers now. No, it's you flipping through the book and just looking at the camera. Well, I'm waiting, like, I'm waiting for people to say stuff. If you want to say stuff, I'll just, I was gonna end it in a few minutes if people didn't join, but yeah. Thanks, thanks for the insult. I'm gonna think about that the rest of the day. Not actually, but yeah, it's pretty funny. No, I'm telling you, it's literally just my face. Like, I look like the angriest person, and then you talk to me, and you're like, oh, this guy's just like normal. Like, if you see me walking around, like if you see, like, that's, I feel like people like don't want to talk to me, especially because how tall I am. But yeah, maybe bald. It's definitely the bald head. If I had hair, I feel like I'd look a lot nicer. And if I shave my beard, I have more of a baby face. So I'm not doing myself any favors here. I mean, I could be reading worse books. This is Emerson, so it's not anything crazy. It's not like I'm reading. Have you thought about toupees? Toupees look terrible. I mean, I do fine. I'm tall and bald. It doesn't matter. If I was short, maybe I would have to worry about it. Maybe I'd have to go to Turkey, but it doesn't. I also have like good facial structure and a pretty good physique, so it's like I don't really struggle. But yeah, if I was like 5'6", I would be. I don't even want to imagine, like, I'd be in trouble. But I feel like if you're just like put together everywhere else, you don't really have to worry about hair, because like that's the one thing I don't really have. Like, I have everything else. So short kings need toupees. Well, I don't even think you need toupees. It's just like if you just like get in better shape, that's like most of it. Like, if you're in shape and you don't have hair, like, you're good. But if you're out of shape and don't have hair, like, it's really, really difficult. But it's also like I mean, the beauty of like girls is that they like you for more than just your looks. Like, why don't you host panels or something, make it more fun? What do you mean? Like, have people join? Is that what you're talking about? I don't trust people on the internet. I feel like they're gonna say some crazy shit and then it gets put back on me. Anyone that follows my channel, I'm scared of what they think. Yeah, I'm getting hungry. I think I'm gonna end this. If you join, or if you're still here, or if you're watching this later, thanks for making it this far. It's been fun. I'll do a stream on my other channel later tonight, but for the time being, I'm gonna go get food. So, yeah, thank you guys for thank you for, oh my god, thank you for joining, and yeah, I'll catch you.